welcome back to Heaven's Vault, episode 21. And this is going to be my last little bunch of recordings I have to do ahead of time before I leave for a few weeks. So I am way ahead of time at the moment. I'm not sure which episode has just come out for you as I'm recording this. I can look it up. Should we look it up? I've started talking about it, so I'm going to look it up. Episode 10 is out currently, and I think episode 11 is due to come out today as I record this. So I'm going to record 3 episodes for you now, and then a huge amount of time will pass. Not huge, a few weeks before I come back. So in 3 episodes time, it could get very messy indeed. But let's continue with this roll that we're on. We're getting somewhere. Last episode, we discovered... Should we do this story so far thing just to catch up? We're looking for Janiki Rembar, who went missing. He was a roboticist. We think he found something inside a robot called Six, which we now have in our company. Company as in, like, you know, he's with us, not the corporation that we own. You know this. This is episode 21. You don't need me to explain that. Right, so he seems to have discovered something called an ancient observatory or a vault, which could save the nebula from darkness, whatever that means. The theme seems to be there seems to be some kind of loop of rebuilding and destruction of civilization. We're trying to triangulate this vault. We found kind of 2 pieces of that triangulation. There may be just the 3. Doesn't have to be 3 to triangulate something. I mean, it sounds like it does, but it may need more to be sure. Who knows? Now, last episode, we finally went to the Withering Palace. And the game heavily hinted. It didn't explicitly say, but it basically said. I don't think the characters we're playing have realised fully yet, but I think basically what's happening is the Withering Palace is a place where the people of one of the ancient eras have learned to separate their mind from their body and transmit it into robots, computers, some kind of artificial storage, so that they may live forever in a form of transhumanism. So Six himself could be an ancient emperor. My speculation is it's only for very important people. However, we did find a big hole in the ground that seemed to go on for a very, very, very long time, which suggests that maybe lots and lots and lots of people have had this process done. And these ghosts of the past are actually robots. We know they buried lots of robots. We know Six was found buried. We know there's been what seems like a cover-up of some kind. Anyway, that's what we discovered so far. And we're just sort of carrying on. I'm not sure what we're going to do next. I can't remember if we had any plans other than just leave and figure it out when we're out the door. I'm pretty sure the last episode ended with us about to leave the planet. Yeah, there we go. I don't know where Six is, but let's go. Let's get back to the Nightingale. You can hop off through this, can't you? I should think so, mistress. Stand still, mistress. Okay, I think they're going to have a little chat on the Nightingale, just a small one. And so we left the surface of the site of the Withering Palace. Yeah, we found a lot of stuff. And we found a bunch of statues of gods, which may or may not be important. I think we want to go. I think I want to go to Huang, because we did a lot of half, not fully successful translations, and Huang's quite good at just confirming and denying some of the stuff we've worked on. So I'm going to click on each of these because she'll talk about why we might want to go there. and it'll just remind me, because it's been a couple of days since I recorded, it'll remind me what the deal is. Right, Iox is home of the university. She goes quite quickly. As always, I could show some of my recent books and finds to Huang. He loves old text and might have an opinion on my translations. I could go there next. Okay, so that's what we thought. That's what that's about. My friend the mechanist Orai lives in the city of Elbereth, and the trader Tappy might help me identify some of my finds. I could go there next. Okay, so Elbereth is generally, yeah, the only things we want to do. I guess this is sort of what these two places have settled into. Iox, if I want to go to Huang, and throat is quite dry. Iox, if we want to go to Huang and check the translations and some of our finds. He loves that historical shit. Elbereth, if we want to maybe do some trades with some of the things we found in the ancient sites with Tappy, which will give us some more ancient equipment that may have other translations on it or other inscriptions on it. And Orai might be able to look at some of our old shit and some of our technology and robot stuff. Why would we go to Miersi though? I travelled to the lush fields of Miersi on the trail of Janiki Rembar, but I found nothing except for a curious crystal shard. Later I returned a statue to them, found a nearby hermitage nearby, and I left Amir with the villagers tending their pigs. I promised to look in on him. I could go there next. Okay, so that feels like more of a moral and character journey. Like, there's nothing specifically to be gained. What I want to say, there's nothing tangibly to be gained. You know, we're not going to be able to trade anything. We're not going to have to get any information. But as our character, we said we'd check in on Amir, who we left there. And so if we want to be true to that, we'll check in on him. And then maybe, in terms of the game, something will be gained by keeping up a good relationship with him. So it depends how we feel about that. But I said I want to go to Iox, so let's go to Iox. My throat feels like I've been inhaling a lot of dust. Maybe I have. Okay, back to the Withering Ways. Will we have a conversation about it with Six, or will we just go straight there? Let's find out. And are there any other little ruins? Ooh, what's up here? Whee! Are we going to go up there? We are going to go up there. All right. A new little road. A new little wiggly road. Okay, so let's not fast travel until we've seen this wiggly road in action. Oh, it is wiggly. By the waters. I knew she was going to say that. I know our character now. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Can't see any ruins along the way. Have we got back to familiar seas yet? There are new rivers to the right that might also reach our destination. We might explore? Yeah, let's explore. I do want to check something. Can I hear myself? Hello? Hello? Okay. I couldn't really hear myself properly in my ears, and I was worried about something. I could see the microphone dial going up and down. You don't need to know all this behind the scenes. I could see the microphone meter going up and down, but I couldn't hear myself properly, and it starts to freak you out. So hopefully you can hear all of this. I don't watch back episodes once I've recorded them. I do a quick scan and check, but I don't watch the whole thing thoroughly. So who knows? There could be like massive 20-minute periods where everything's gone horribly wrong and I just never find out. I don't have the time to watch the entire thing back. Which may be why I get so confused whenever I turn up for new episodes. Like, what happened? Who knows? I only did it once. And that's what you get here on this channel. You get the only did it once experience. If I forget, I forget. It's weird how little I've felt the need to write down in my book. I tried to write things down in my book, but anyway. I have fast travel to Iox. It seemed like nothing was happening. So let's go check in on Huang. But first, a question. How is it possible that you remembered the Withering Palace? I'm unsure, mistress. I think I must consider the matter more. Maybe Roy can help you. I don't think he likes a Roy. I do not want your friend poking around inside my core. She's an amateur. Would you allow a Maersian pig slaughterer to perform a heart operation on you? Wow. That's not the same. Maybe not for you. Right. Where are we going? I think he's in off here to the right. I think we should go to Arroy anyway. I think he's in here. We sort of stumbled into this last time by accident. Well, where the hell is he? Oh, there he is. He's up there. Elia, you're back. What voice did we give him before? I think we gave him Posh. Hi. I've made a real hash of translating stuff, if you could just sort me out. Let's start with an artifact to wet his whistle. I've got a few things for the curators. Glad to hear it. Sextant from the wash. I found a sextant. Now. I've seen something similar, if I remember right. Only this one was inscribed. Let me see now. Here. This was marked on a silver telescope. It was found in an Elberethian market a few months ago. Okay, back to this. There's a few words in this one. Okay, silver telescope, right. Yeah, we believe this was when. It's sort of like a question of time. Okay. So you'll have to bear with me. I'm wondering, sometimes my left ear goes a bit funny and I can't hear out of it properly. And I'm wondering if that's why I feel like I can't hear myself. Or... No, it's fine. I'm watching the meter go up and down. I'm sure it's fine. What could possibly go wrong? Okay, when? So it's the silver telescope. What do I remember? Luckily, look how many words we've got guaranteed. Move into something. When something, move into something. Okay. I'm convinced my translation for when is right now. Excellent. So this is very similar for move. Well, in terms of its core. But I think it's a noun. And it's talking about going high. So it could be winds. It could be light. We don't have a lot to do with this symbol that we've guaranteed. It's sort of similar to that. Full. But we haven't secured full. Yeah, I think this was quite recent we got this. Oh, but let's check. Now, what was I thinking when I picked that translation? Okay, so it's not full. Or maybe it is full. All right, let's... I don't think she was saying what was I thinking as in like, what a fool I was. I think she was like, what the hell, what was I thinking? You know, like me, when I turn up to a new recording session and I'm like, what were my thought patterns? Okay. So this full it's got the X, so it's kind of like the opposite. So we want something that's kind of talking about something vaguely high up. So I think maybe it's telescope though. I was going to say winds or light, but maybe light because it's a telescope. So let's start with light and see what the rest of the sentence is. Do you see the tall stroke with the dot above? Yes, I want to know about that. That might be a symbol representing verticality or height. I did say that, but that doesn't belong in light. I did say that. So let's go with winds. Oh, I love... This is stupid. It essentially going to amount to I love being right. But I love that I had an idea about that and it kind of got strengthened through doing more of this translation, and that he's come in and said, no, you're on the right lines. I'm thinking the same thing as you. I was thinking about this off camera, I think. I don't think I said this on camera. If I did, you're going to hear it again. But the whole translation aspect of this game is really interesting because it really doesn't give you very much. It gives you some hypotheticals. It gives you, like, right here now, we've got this and we've got four possibilities based on, I've said before, kind of probably based on her education, based on her general understanding. So we're coming in with some hypotheticals. But otherwise, it doesn't give you a lot, and it doesn't confirm things very often. And the design is clever enough for you to piece things together and be like reasonably confident about where you're going with some of your hypotheticals. Like, we've had some hypothetical words or, symbols that are part of words that have been the basis of us expanding our vocabulary for like a long time before they get kind of confirmed. And some things, like, I don't think have ever truly been confirmed, but since very early on, I've thought this feels like a place marker. Like, if this is in the symbol, we're talking about a place. And the olive thing, we've thought for a while that's sort of time based. And the same with this, like this eye. That's relatively recently compared to some of the other stuff, but we did start talking about how, okay, this thing seems like it's about height, it's about up, it's about something to do with that, and then we've based a lot of our stuff on that. And I know it's weird because a lot of the time it's paid off, and I'm not entirely sure how it does that. It's very clever. And then, I think I said last episode, the vocabulary is sort of limited in scope because we're talking about very high status things. Because these inscriptions are inscriptions of palaces and tombs and emperors and things. So it's going to be talking about very important things. So the range of vocabulary is going to be quite limited, which is good for us in terms of translation. If we got, scraps of letters between the ordinary folk, then the vocabulary would be massive. They'd be talking about, gossip and friendship and their crops and things they do day to day. And it'd be like, we'd have so many words, and it'd be really hard to kind of narrow that in. But because we're focused on things like eternal life and the gods and the emperors and worship and death and, and some of the instruments that we use. Anyway, sorry, I've waffled a lot this episode. We'll get into a rhythm with it. Let's finish this translation. I can't, winds move into the, I can't seem to move around anymore. Winds move into the light, maybe? Sun is a place of light, and this is just the noun, the concept of light. This dot I've never fully understood. I think it maybe just connects two separate ideas. rather than being a run together idea. I don't know. When winds move into the light. So using the telescope to look into the winds. Do you have any more like that? Right, let's do a session. Let's do a Huang session. Let me see. How about this? It's a sketch of a dented brass telescope. So we've had a silver telescope, now a brass telescope. It was found while digging under teachers' quarters here on Iox. Something that I didn't catch because you go so fast. This is the end of a longer line of text. I think she was saying that. Okay, so we second telescope of the day. And ooh, okay, so we got a lot of words to do with height. But nothing. All these are like just little words, just little words. Okay, so we're going to look into the telescope. I'm trying to get the hair out of my ears. I'm sorry, I've been a fluster this episode. Okay, look at something and something. Now I believe I remember the word. Look, mistress. Okay, that's good. Okay. I've immediately forgotten what that word for light was. Was it the 3 and then a circle? Because we've got this as kind of bright. We've thought for a while these 3 is something to do with lightness and glistening and shininess. Anyway, so highlight. It's a noun of light and height, so probably stars. I feel like I need to sneeze. This is a disaster. And then it's... oh, weird. So it's stars as relating to... something else high. I don't really know what this is yet, even though it's been there since the beginning. It's part of the word emperor. It's part of the word person related. Container. What's the rest of the sentence? Look at stars and... okay, so it's like sleep. Sleep is confirmed. But it's not the act of sleep. This is the noun sleep. This is the verb sleep. This is to sleep. This is the act of sleep. Someone sleeps. But this is sleep the... It's not a verb. But this feels like a verb. So maybe sleep is the act of dreaming. I feel like we have to put a verb in here, but we don't have... but this is not a verb structured word. I'm going to put dream in because it's related to sleep. Does look at stars and dream work? Do you have any more like that? I haven't even asked him about my translations yet. Let me see. No, nothing comes to mind. The creators will be most interested in the sextant, I'm sure. Yeah, take it. Good faith to you. I'll be back shortly. While he's off, I hate that he leaves and does that. I wish he'd just do it all at the end. Previously, I did wonder what the benefit would be of... I think this started with Tappy. Of doing the trade with Tappy, because we'd get the translation at the point of discussing the trade. So let's say I had a cup that I gave to Tappy and he said, I'll trade you for this plate. And he gives us the plate and we look at the plate and we go, oh, the plate has an inscription on it. And then we do the little translation exercise. And then we get to decide whether or not we want to trade. And to me, at that point, I was always like, well, what's the difference? I've already got the information from it. And the same happens here with Huang. Like, I could hold on to the sextant. or I could give him the sextant. And now I'm saying this, I don't know why I gave him the sextant, but I think the difference is because there are now multiple people I can do this with, holding on to, picking a thing I want to hold on to allows me to then take it to the other person. So if I still had the sextant, I could take it to Tappy and trade it for something else. And then the thing Tappy gave me, I could give to Huang and so on. I think there's an element of that there. So considering that, I think there may be bits of text for translation that we never get to see because we sort of just have to pick which paths we want to go down to. Right, hello, Huang. Let's go for a text now. I uncovered something you might want to look at. Let's see now. There's an inscription. I read it as, "This book came through great gates." You know, I'm sure you're right on gates. Ding, which is just kind of like, this essentially means grander door, doesn't it? This is the, what do we call this? God, I had a word for this that I used every single time, like an embignifier. What word did I use? I use the same exact word for this thing every single time. It makes it more extreme, whatever it is. I'm glad you agree. I'm going to ask about Slizet because I don't remember. It rings a bell, but I don't remember where it came from. Have you ever heard the word Slizet before? Oh, I think the door spoke it to us. Uh-oh. Oh, yes, it's the secret word to turn off. It's the secret robot language. Slizet. No, I don't think so. Sounds like the way they talk on Elbereth. But a liar. What's wrong with your robot? Yes, we learned that the ancient language and the Elberethian language were so basically the same, or at least very close to each other. Ding. Let's act coy. Oh, that's strange. It's definitely never happened before. But apart from the fact that it happened before too. Must be getting old. Mistress. My head. Let's continue talking. Another thing. I found Mazwai's Withering Palace, Huang. He is all about Mazwai. It was beyond the garden, just as she wrote. That's wonderful. What was there? Books. Lots and lots of books. I brought you one. I can't remember what we brought. I think we brought a copy of the book he's already got. It's an original copy of the Chronicles of Mazwai. A liar. It's beautiful. A liar, it's annotated. This is incredible. I'll have to... You like it? Oh God, I hope I don't distract him from helping us. I love it. All right, well, let me know if you find anything. Of course. Of course I will. Damn it. He's too into his book now. He won't help us anymore. Okay. I kind of want to go to Elbereth and see if Ori can help with 6. even though he doesn't want us to. You know when you have to take your kid to the doctor because it's for their own good? I don't have a kid, but I imagine that's a thing one has to do. Okay. Probably going to fast travel. I don't know how much they're going to have to say to each other. They didn't seem to have much to say after the Withering Palace, despite how dramatic that was. What's this? Was the tile from the... The tile was from the place... Can we look out the window? The tile was from the place... where we found Amir. I'm going to rest 6. Very good, mistress. Where shall I take her? To Elbereth, please. Elbereth. I'm going to get you fiddled with, sorry. I could ask Roy to help Six remember with the dais with the hopper. Yeah, I think I really need you to. Sorry. Remark. Now, if Elbereth patois is spoken ancient, and the control words for robots sound like patois, I suppose the control words are in ancient. Now, we know Amir spoke the word to the gate. I have no idea what that word is. Yeah, well, let's not say the word. Said Buyaki Rafa. Oh, shit, we got 3 words now. What happens if we press Malafar? We haven't said Malafar yet. Malafar? Nothing. Set Buyaki Rafa. Let's go cat kiss again. The original and best. Ini Hua Ke. But Kibenya also worked, didn't it? We need to figure this stuff out. And how important is it that we need to learn, that we're going to learn the patois side of things? Probably not that important. Okay. Now, Oroy doesn't normally have a lot of time for us. So we'll figure this out. I think she's up here. Yeah. I've had enough of this place. Yes, I don't think we can fix slavery. But we did manage to free a couple. Remark. The word the boy spoke. It must have told the Gates Hopper to send him to the moon where we found him. So that moon was once directly connected to Elbereth, and still is. A long-distance hopper? Is that possible? I don't know who's talking. It looked like it was Six talking. Six doesn't normally ask questions like, is it possible? He's normally pretty certain about what he knows is correct and incorrect. Let's ask a question quickly. But why would anyone connect anywhere to Elbereth? Was ancient Elbereth more important than we realise? Well, it seems to have the ancient people. If the dialect has persisted, if the language has persisted for this long, it probably was the home of the ancients, or a hub of the ancients. I love how we have to strike twice every time because she's so... If that's you, Tappy, I don't want it. No, it's me! A liar! What can I do for you? Let's tell her about the hopper. Let's do it. I wanted to tell you something. Ask your advice about something. Oh, no. Not again. No, it's about the robot. We found an ancient opera. Are you hoping to sell it to me, Elia? Because I don't want it. We're not actually. No. 6 remembered something about the opera. Something from before. 6 has been there before. Yeah. Now 6 says the operas don't send the bodies. 6 thought the opera was used to record people. I wanted to see if it was true. To record people? Well, I suppose that might be possible. If you got the eye to ignore the physical matrix entirely. Okay, I don't exactly follow. Let's get her to explain things thoroughly so we feel like we're both all on the same page. Sounds like you have no idea what you're talking about, Elia. Nothing unusual about that, except you normally hide it better. So, where is it then? This opera? Yeah, how do you feel about taking a short flight? Come on. You're serious. I'm terrified. I've never sailed before. You know that. 6 will keep us safe. I will keep you safe, mistress. Mistress or I will come second. Oh, I love robots. They're so honest. So you'll come? Come on, come on. Come on. Let's do it. Right now, before I change my mind. Yes, yes, yes. Road trip, road trip. Be ready, mistress. And so we left the surface of Elbereth. Okay, good. This is good. I want people to see what we see. I want Arroy especially. I think she'll be fascinated by it. Returned to the ship and sprang up into the water. Oh, God. I hope she's okay with the weird, fierce waters. I feel like we'll have a good conversation on the way, though. Elia. Yes? I had no idea. The sky. Oh, you haven't seen anything yet. What an angle. What an angle to be viewing this from. Come up the ladder. There's a dome. You can see. Maybe. In a moment. 6. Should we show her how it moves? Mistresses. Thank you for this, mistresses. At least it didn't poke around in your brain. That's what you didn't want, right? I love how we still get to pick. Oh, I guess we can only pick a yellow place. No, we can pick a... No, we can only pick a yellow place. Look at this little swirly bit. Okay. Hopefully we'll get to have a little conversation on the way. Now that we've got Arroy with us. We'll see, I guess. Right. Conversation. If she doesn't get motion sick for all this. Is it far? Oh God, their voices are pretty similar right now. Not too far. Just look out the porthole if you don't feel well. Have a discussion. Have a discussion. I'm invested in your friendship. They're not having much of a discussion, are they? I'll give it a just a little bit more. See if they talk. If they don't talk, we'll just fast travel there.
Oroy had never left the surface of Elbereth before. I could see she was trying to look brave, but she was not letting go of the ropes.
Which is fair. I think it would be quite alarming to do this kind of travel if you've never done it before. Especially once you get to the fast bits. Okay, shall we fast travel? We're not going to see anything new. I guess we're going this way. Right, really wanted us to go right. Okay, let's fast travel there. Oh, shit. I pressed the fast travel button just as an option to talk came up. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. This is the place the holographic head mentioned. But why would anyone build a palace out here? Well, we know, don't we? We've been here before. We hoppered down outside the ancient gate and hurried inside. It's everywhere you go like this. You have a strange hobby. Tell me you can offer us back, Six. I can indeed, Mistress Arai. So what is this place you've brought me to? It's horrible. It was called the Withering Palace. It might have been fine once. The wellspring didn't always blow dust and stand. It's creepy, Elia, that's what it is. Right, it still doesn't open. Best way through is through here, I think. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Follow me. So many books here. Was it a library? A library of a terrible kind. I don't like the sound of that. It's a library of people. Where you go? Jesus Christ. What's up here? Anything good? Your friend is very eager, mistress. Oh, it's just more books, Elia. Well, what do you expect? I don't know. A couple of skeletons with their hands locked around each other's throats. Do you ever find anything like that? I don't think we did. Come on, this way. Let's go the way Six can follow us. I'm nice like that. Nice piece of work. For you, Six, I suppose. It was here before him, actually. I should take you to Renaki sometime. You'd like it there. Yeah, I don't trust your taste, Elia. Are we not? Okay, we're not doing that. Fine. Six, you can go that way. We'll go this way. Look. Look at this insane place. Look at it. I kind of want a good picture of us all, like, being cool. Yeah. Thumbnail duty. Okay. The hopper is over here. So who are all these lot? Emperors? There's one that's got no arms. Yeah, they're kind of gods. Yeah, they're gods. The ancient Pantheon. And I've never seen them all together like this before. Sounds great. They don't have enough eyes either. Nope. Question. Well, how many eyes should they have, alright? Well, if I built a god, I'd give them lots of eyes. Maybe some magnetic hands. Okay. That's a choice. Look at this. Look at this hopper. The eye's there, right? Yeah, I see it. This is pretty incredible. Maybe hoppers were more common back then. But to cut one open like this... Well, what does it do? No idea. Only just got here, Elia. Give me a minute. You know, Six remembers this place. From before it was buried. I think the operator did something to the robots here. Yes. Seems unlikely. A hopper's like a mirror. Either it reflects or it's shattered and it doesn't. But it can't change what it reflects. See, now Six thought the hopper was storing bodies. Six thought the hopper wasn't storing bodies. Oh, you mean there's no physical refraction? You're sure, Six? Quite sure, Mistress Arai. Neural capture is enabled. Oh, well, that's pretty interesting. I'll see what I can figure out. You can stop watching me. Yeah, I don't like being watched while I'm working either. Reply. Silence, everyone. Artist at work. You better believe it. Question. You still got no idea about this place? No. But there are several suggestive elements. And there's something else. Lined up. Yep, you've seen the circle thing. Good, 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 good. Passing right through the centre of this space. Interesting. Reply. It's an hopper source. Okay, so the beam comes out here, strikes whatever it strikes, and then it carries it across to the eye. Elia, why did you bring me to this horrible place? This is some kind of method of execution. Well, we didn't think that. You are correct, Mistress Arai. I believe there is more to it than that. Please, look again. Six, could you go stand in the middle of this space? Oh no, something bad's going to happen. Between the hopper source and the eye, Mistress Arai. That's right. Arai, what are you doing? I'm worried something's going to happen to Six. So, this hopper doesn't refract the physical stuff back, but suppose the dynamics still came through intact. Go on. Like the way some people record themselves as messages. Maybe Six was used to capture someone, and that's what it's remembering. Capture someone? I think this is what we're talking about. We think there's a person saved in Six. If you've got questions, Elia, ask them. But don't just repeat things back. It makes you sound thick. So you're going to... what? Open Six up? Like you did to 3? Yeah, something like that. You see, the good thing about hoppers is they're physical. Every time they're used, they entangle with what's already there. They get a bit scratched. Like the way a ship leaves a wake in the water. So, if this thing hasn't been used too much, we might be able to recover a few stray images. Okay, I think it's been used a lot. Anyway, hoppers shave a bit off you. Why did no one tell me this? It's more like an after image, but whatever. The point is, between Six's foil and the entanglements in the upper eye, we might be able to get a few interesting resonances. Okay, don't accidentally kill 6. And what happens to me, Mistress Arai? I have no idea. Ready? I don't think he's ready. Is this safe? Wait. Is this safe? For you, yes. No, that's not what I meant. Are we going to kill 6? Look at him all standing erect. Then I don't know what you meant. You and I will be fine. Your robot is an interesting piece of equipment that's making a rattling sound. So let's turn it upside down and shake it. Do it. I need to know. Sorry, 6. You're sus as hell. Do it. I'm sorry if you hate me for that. Already done.
I don't exactly know what
His
all I
head
did, but the effect on the robot was impressive.
What's happened to his head? You. Wah! You are in charge here? Roy, what's happening? Is this the person saved onto 6? Is this the Empress? A refraction. So you are in charge. This is the Withering Palace. You won't imprison me again. You can't. Ah. So I see it is still here. Still working. My followers worked for months to uncover the secret of this device. Oh, if they could see me now. The glorious result. So this place is a prison. I love that we're just going with it. You don't know where you are? That's interesting. Your robot was able to bring you here without even telling you what you knew, what it knew. Tell us what you remember. I'm giving her an evil voice, but who knows? I remember everything. I'm not a child. Show your respect. You have a ship? Only 6 can fly her. Only 6 can fly her. So I'll need my robot back. That is no obstacle. 6 works for me now. Oh shit. There are layers inside here. Layers upon layers. Layers of what? I saw it said you declared yourself a goddess, but she didn't. I do not think you would understand. It takes many lifetimes to understand the true depth of a soul. You really pick your robots, Alaya. See, it says you declared... Sorry, these are fading out, so I just want to pause the chat. A couple of times I had the option to say you declared yourself a goddess, but I don't think she did. On the conversational options I gave us, she didn't declare herself a goddess. So I'm going to go with this first one about having high whatever. Oh, I knew this one had some kind of superiority complex. I didn't realise it ran this deep. But tell me of my world. I'm not uncaring. Has the darkness swept across the nebula? How long has it been? Is all lost? You told Rembar about the darkness. His dig site and his explorations near Mercy. He was obeying you? As will you. As you have done. Tell me about the darkness. The darkness is coming. And only the vault can turn it back. Heaven's vault. Is this the vault that Rembar's ghost was talking about? The robots who ran the Empire knew, but they did nothing. What robots? Tell us about the robots. The robots on Elbereth, of course. The ones I deposed. You should be pleased. You will have the honor of escorting an Empress back to her throne. Alive, she leaves the beam of the Opposaurus. What, she'll disappear? No. She'll stay like this. There is a ship here. Follow me. MK does not wait, Elia. I don't know what that means. Can you turn her off? I don't know which one I want. If she came and stood over here, maybe. But somehow I don't think she's going to. I think we're kind of stuck with her. Come! Or I will depart without you. Will you urge your Empress, Elia? Nothing down there now. Oh, God. Are you always this slow, Elia? I mean, kind of. There's no run button. Let's end the episode. And find out what on hell... Find out what the hell this Empress ghost robot is going to do with us next. I'm glad we got a Roy with us, so we've got someone who's on our side. I was suspicious of 6. Maybe I was suspicious of 6. Maybe my suspicions came from the fact that his weirdness was partly the robot thing that we spoke about and partly this thing inside of him. I'm also suspicious of whoever the hell this is. But part of me is wondering if... I've given her a malevolent voice. Which could also just be a voice of authority. You know, the kind of like aristocratic authority. She might not be sinister. She might be onto something. Maybe stopping the darkness is a good thing. Maybe we don't need to stop her. I don't know. But I'm uncomfortable with the fact that she's taken over the body of someone who was a companion. So we'll deal with that in the next episode. Let's find out where she's taking us. We don't know where the vault is yet because we haven't triangulated the location. So that's still to come. I guess. Let's find out. See you next time.